So welcome back to the Let's Be Honest podcast. We're now on episode 7 with myself, Peter, Paul, and Stuart.
Hello.
Before we go into anything, can we just have a little talk about what's just happened in the past maybe 20 minutes we've been sitting here ready to record?
Well, it's very simple. The Bamford's house went on fire.
Well, no, I heard a wee sort of, we were talking, having a conversation about life, and I heard like a wee like noise. And I'm looking around the kitchen going, what could that possibly be? Now, there's 4 main lights at the back of the kitchen. And one of them over the past, I would say, 2 weeks has been a wee bit like a disco light. The other ones, you just turn them on and they're a stable white light. But that one sort of sporadically flashes a bit. But I looked up and I just saw a big puff of smoke blow out of the light. But having said that, a couple of days ago, just randomly, I was having a cup of tea and the wee plastic protective bit over the front of the light bulb just shot off and hit the floor. So, and then Paul, he advised me there to grab a chair and pull the thing out. And as soon as I did, all I could smell is burning smoke.
Burning smoke, burning wires. Burning smoke. Hey, I smell burning smoke. Burning wires.
And you were about 2 minutes away from calling the fire brigade.
Oh, aye.
That's unbelievable. And the only time I didn't press record and then something interesting happens.
Saved you there, Bamford. Have you heard about this latest thing called Zello?
No.
A walkie-talkie for your phone.
Right.
Have you heard about this?
Nope.
No.
Well, there's this app out called Zello, and if you guys download it, say for example, right? I downloaded it there tonight because I heard people talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can create a channel, right? And everybody in your group or whatever logs on to that particular channel, and you can talk to each other back and forward, no matter where you are in the world.
Why don't you just ring each other?
Well, it saves ringing. It's just like a walkie-talkie. You go, hello, Stuart. Hello, Stuart.
Saves ringing.
We should try it live here and see if it works.
It may be more stable than an actual phone call because with these iPhones, I mean, they do everything, but
the pun here says its strapline is faster than texting. Sign up.
Shall we try it?
Z-E-L-L-O.
So hold on, you two both have it if you both want to try it.
While I download this, can we speak about the some of the videos that I'm going to insert into this podcast, probably in roundabout now? Bruce Springsteen, how'd that go?
I think Paul would struggle to remember it.
God, I would have a lot to say about Bruce Springsteen, to be honest.
Please do.
Look, here's the story, and the Bell Bamford there will obviously know. We saw the set list before the gig, and to be honest, there was 4 songs maybe I recognised, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe push at 5. Definitely worth going to and worth watching. But I, halfway through, to me, it was just a load of gibberish. Maybe that was the gin and tonic taking effect, but it was just like songs that I had no idea what it was, and there was nothing there that sparked me to do anything. But let's get to the venue, and let's get to the logistics and the whole farcical scenario of that venue. Parking, right? I'm parked up the Malone Road, walking from the Malone Road and walking back the Malone Road, because the powers that be, of course, have Apollo Road closed, Boucher Road closed, all those little side streets all closed. You can't park. The logistics of the place is just ridiculous.
Was there any positive?
Of the gig?
Yeah.
The gin and tonics.
But also, I felt very glad. And, glad to see a legend. And
I'm not disputing that.
yeah, no, and I took it for what it was. Like, I'm not the world's biggest Bruce Springsteen fan, so I didn't go into it expecting to know an awful lot of the songs apart from the big hits.
Yes, but the banter is, to be honest, the man's on the stage the size of your thumb.
Yeah, but at the same respect,
it's not for those side projectors. It's just like it's like this little thumb moving about the stage.
But I would like to say a thank you to the guys for making promotions who, very much looked after us. Would you not agree?
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very much looked after us and were very good to us.
Yeah.
And certainly very, very, very thankful to be there at that particular gig, because I'll probably never see him again. But I'm talking about, it's not their fault, the logistics of the whole place, because again, there's nowhere else to host it.
And again, let's say, absolutely glorious night,
Yeah.
whereas a week before it was predicted to be miserable rain, and that would have really dampened the
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Do you know what? There was an opportunity out here at the Maze. There was an opportunity for a fantastic venue, of course.
When I walked in and saw you, I noticed you were wearing a Bruce Springsteen t-shirt.
I
And
was given that
yes, because
as soon as I arrived.
you were representing Downtown Radio for
Yes.
a couple of hours. You were out front with a microphone greeting the
Yes.
punkers. Yeah.
Doing a good job, I may say.
There was a video of you, and now this, I'm going to be honest, this went on a bit too long. Singing with a woman.
Oh, la la la. No, she insisted.
Imagine being created by that.
On that. I tried to get away from that woman, crazy woman, and she insisted on la 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 la. And
She kept coming back for more. She kept coming back for more.
Yes. Can you? Well. Look. Ta-da! Can you blame her? You know what I mean? Can you blame her?
Oh, I went to my first bottomless
Bottomless brunch
on Sunday.
right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been to one?
No, but I've heard they can be quite dangerous.
You're sitting there and you're looking at the menu, and there's maybe like 8 drinks you can choose from, and you have a 2-hour slot. It was like 35 quid each. So you get a meal and you get your drinks for 2 hours. You haven't even finished the drink that's in your hand, and they're over asking you what your next drink is.
Have you ever worked from home? Kind of like a bottomless brunch.
But then the cheek at the bottom of the menu says, drink responsibly. Like, how can you drink responsibly on that kind of where they're over at your table every single minute?
You should have said,
Ask what your next
hold on
drink
a
is.
second, I need to go onto the website. drinkaware.co.uk for the facts.
Yeah.
Get the facts, Pistol, before you start.
But
Hold on, Mrs. Don't be bringing me another mojito. I need to get the facts. Who goes out for a weekend and goes on to drinkaware.co.uk to get the facts? Before you head into the Heart Bar, hold on till I get the facts. I can't go into the Heart Bar. I don't like them facts. Who does that? It's like reading the terms and conditions of something. Who does that as well?
But what I will say is, it is money well spent.
Oh.
When you're there for the 2 hours and you've only spent 35 quid and you're just getting drink after drink after drink. And I'm looking around, there's like hen parties and there's like people 3-4 times my age drinking more than I am. And you almost feel under pressure in that, because you're all kind of in the same room and you're all looking at each other saying, oh, she's on her 4th drink and he's on her 6th drink. And
did you see anybody on their phone on the website?
No, I didn't.
Right.
No.
Funny enough, that.
No. I feel I was pretty responsible, but again, in that situation, you just feel like you have to get your money's worth. I think it feels the same if you're on holiday and you've got, like that band to get all the drink, and you feel that you just have to drink because you've paid for it.
But there's a cynical side of me going, that all must be like really cheap booze or all watered down.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Well, no, because there was bottles of beer that they had as part of the menu, and they were taking the tops off as they were coming over, so they were.
I'm going to tell you, I was sitting one night in a very prestigious hotel, DJing a wedding, very prestigious. And during the bring in the buffet set, where I would always take a break, Pistol, and head for the buffet.
Yeah.
And I got my buffet, and I decided to go out and sit in the bar area with my wee bit of buffet. And I kid you not, the half bottles of vodka were being filled out of the tap.
Oh, wow.
See, I just don't believe that happens.
No, well, I
saw
it, and they were filling the half bottles of vodka from a tap.
I've seen in a bar somebody, and it's crazy to do this in broad daylight behind the bar, but I've seen them open a bottle, pour half of it into another bottle, and then fill them both up with water.
Is that not what I just said?
Yeah. That's no, what I'm saying is, but you didn't say you'd seen. You said you saw somebody.
No, I just said I saw them filling up a half bottle of vodka from the tap. What? And you I've been to a bar and I saw
No, no,
them
no,
filling
no.
up
But
a
what
lot.
I'm saying, no, what I'm adding to that is
What do you think comes out of the top?
no. But what I'm adding to that is you're implying, right, that half a bottle had been drunk, and then they were topping it up with
Yes.
water. What I'm
Yes.
saying is they started with a bottle from scratch, took the lid off, poured half of it into another bottle, and then filled them both up with water.
Is that not what I just said? That's
No, it's not. No, it's fucking not.
There's too many half bottles and water going
Oh,
on there. It
God.
just sounds the same to me. Every single person on my Facebook was uploading photos of Northern Lights.
I mean, it looked lovely, and I wish I knew it had been going on, but I was occupied.
What do you think of the conspiracy people? Conspiracists? Conspiracists?
Conspirators.
non-believers. Is that what you're going to say?
Where they're saying that they weren't real, but they were testing the weather over that weekend, and they were testing to see if they could replicate them.
Pistol, will I tell you, I used to know a fella who thought the earth was flat, and I thought he was winding me up. Right? And he was deadly serious. The earth, I said, hold on.
No, and there could be people listening to this who do believe that.
Well, look, let me tell you, it's not flat. The earth is
Oh,
not
there we are then. There we are.
and this nut, the earth is flat. It's not flat. Like, good grief, the earth's flat. What? Honest to God.
They always say, if the earth was flat, all the cats would have knocked everything off it by now.
The earth, did you ever, and conspiracy theory, they're testing the well. Like, come on.
Do you think, just to take a step back there, do you think we should take Paul to a bottomless brunch and document it?
Here, I would go to a bottomless brunch. There's a lot at it. Right? Now, what did you get for the food, Pistol, which would interest me more, first of all?
So there was a
was this in
choice
Belfast?
of. It was in Belfast, yeah.
Right. It wasn't obviously in your neck of the woods.
No.
Right.
It was a choice of katsu chicken curry, salt and chili chicken curry,
Cheap.
the pepper chicken stack,
Cheap.
and salmon.
Cheap.
Oh, so 3 chicken dishes on a salmon.
Yep.
That's interesting.
It's just something to make it feel like you're eating while you're
drinking.
Drinking, really. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
they bring you down. Let's assume you went in for the chicken stack, for example. So that's hauled down, set down in front of you and your good lady, and you have that. You have a drink with that. Is that right?
You have a drink with that, yeah.
Right. So had you a beer?
Yeah.
And then they bring you another beer.
Then as soon as you are halfway through your bottle, they come over and they say, "What's your next drink?"
Right.
And I went for the daiquiris then.
Oh,
But the thing about it is, if you went to a supermarket, right, you would get like what, 15 to 20 beers for about 15 quid, and you couldn't drink all that in one go.
Now you've said it like that. But I know, I just kind of thought, for the event and for the meal, 35 quid's okay.
But I would love, can we do this, please? Can we take Paul to a bottomless brunch and do one of those videos where he goes, "Hi, I'm Paul, and this is my first drink. This is my second drink. This is my third drink," and we just capture the downfall.
Yep.
And can we then get our phones out and go onto the website and get the facts? We need the facts, boys. We need the facts before we would start into that. I would need to be fully au fait of the facts. But I'll tell you, I was in Salt Lake City many years ago, and you talk about drinking coffee and tea. Well, they don't like caffeine, right? But because I was a tourist, I was able to order tea and coffee on the production of my passport. Maybe it's changed now, but it was the same with as they say, alcohol, right? So the friends I was with took me to this restaurant. We sat down and I had a beer.
Uh-huh.
So they brought me the beer, and I'm sort of halfway down the beer, and I called the guy. I said, "Can I have another beer?" "I'm afraid not, sir." He says, "You haven't finished the first one. You got to finish the first one." So then I finished it. Then he brought me another beer. I said, "Well, coming near the end of the meal, then after a couple of beers, and they came and taken away all the stuff." And I said to the guys again, I said, "I'll have a coffee. Is that okay?" "I'm sorry, sir. You can't have a coffee because you've got half a beer left." All right. So you knock back the beer, and then they bring you a coffee because of the caffeine ban and the alcohol ban. You're not allowed to do all this sort of stuff, right? So that type of affair seemed to be more balanced and more. You actually couldn't ram all these drinks on the table until you finished one, which wasn't such a bad idea.
But why is this country obsessed? Like, I remember being in France and people weren't out to drink. People just had a drink with their dinner, but
Same in
they
Spain.
weren't going out.
See, in
Yeah.
Spain,
Yeah,
they go out for lunch, bottle of wine, couple of bottles of wine, and that they think that's socializing, and the whole family's out for lunch, and there's a couple of bottles of wine, and they all go back to work after siesta, and blah blah blah. We have to sit here with 15 drinks on the table,
But
that you
there's
can't
also
finish.
there's also a culture here of people getting trashed before they even go out.
But that's cheaper.
But even this
You
is
know what a double Coke is?
Go ahead.
How much a double Coke?
Probably about 12 quid.
Well, depending where you would be, anything from £9.80. I was in a place the other day and a double Coke was £9.80, but a pint of beer was £6.50. What does that tell you?
Well, I was in Asda tonight, and other supermarkets are available. Drinkresponsibly.co.uk, and I lifted.
You're in the fresh vegetable section, by any chance?
I
or the baguettes.
I lifted
A cucumber?
after I'd heard the staff swear a load of times. I lifted 6 Guinness Nitro Surge that were on offer, and whenever I went to put them through the self-service checkout, the girl, you know the way it goes, like beep, it must be approved. The girl came over and she looked at me once, and then she looked at me twice, and then she looked at me a third time, and I said, "Love, I can assure you, I'm over 18." And she went, "It's not over 18. It's being over 25." And I says, "What do you mean? You've got to be over 25 to buy alcohol on Asda?" And she goes, No. 25 and under, we can ask you to provide ID. And I says, "I'm 40. And here she was.
But is that not a good thing, though? You should not take that as a compliment.
No, I would if I was delusional, but I'm realistic. And I just think she maybe goes to the same optician as me.
Oh, here, talking about opticians, right? This is the last topic I want to get on to. I had an eye test yesterday, right? First of all, I don't know why they've stopped doing it, but remember they used to blow wee bits of puff in bits of puff.
That's the eye pressure test.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
They should. I don't know why they stopped that.
No, I was expecting that because you know I always get very nervous going into it because you like keep your eye open and meanwhile they're blowing air. Anyway, I'm just not convinced that I did it right.
Do you know? And this is the God's honest truth. I'm really uncomfortable with how close a male optician will get to you, right? And in the heat of the moment, and I've never
Look
shared
left, look right.
No, but I've never
look up,
shared.
Look down.
I have challenged my own mind in the heat of the moment. Could I be gay?
I've had that thought about you for a while.
No, but
hang on. No. First the finger up.
No. But like, when a man is that close to me that we're breathing on each other, I think to myself, if push came to shove or in a desperate situation, could I be gay? And I just can't do it. Yeah, I mean, and you know what I hate too? When they put that dye in your eyes and then you've then got to go somewhere else after, and you know you're just paranoid.
I don't know. What kind of test are you getting?
They put, it must be a contact lens thing. They put like an orange dye in your eyes, and then obviously it shows up with an ultraviolet light. But then when you walk outside, or it's like all around your eyes. I actually saw funny. Connor Brennan from Q Radio. He put a very funny video up yesterday. He went to get his eyes checked, and he says he then went here and he went there and he picked up the kids from school, and he says he then jumped into the car and looked in the mirror, and so he looked like somebody had a kiss.
but for anyone who doesn't, who's never had an eye test, like when when you first go in, they shine the light into your eye, and if you look up and look down and look to the side and all. But then straight after that, then you're asked to look at the circles and look at the letters and all. Like how I can never do it. You know when you say, "Oh, 2's better and 1's better and 2's better than that one." Is that deciding what glasses you're getting? Like, how can it just be on your say?
But that's to provide the contour of the glass and the lens to make it.
But I'm not 100. When I say I'm not 100% when I say 2's better because I'm still fuzzy from the bright light.
Did you look at the little hot air balloon in the dot?
Hot air balloon. Yeah, and again, she's like, right, stare into that dot. I'm just going to take a picture of your eye.
Yes, well, that's for your cornea.
By the end of it all, you can see Well, let's be honest. And then you're saying, what's the bottom line of that? A, B, C, and you can't see anything.
Well, you see the way you two punters are sitting wearing glasses there, right? Well, I had lens replacements. I think, as you well know. So I had my eyes taken out and new ones put in.
Oh,
and that's not a pleasant experience.
Hang on, what?
I had lens replacement therapy.
Right.
So I had my eyes taken out and put back in with new lenses.
No, hang on. This is a joke.
It's not.
Right.
Here's your promo.
Your eyeballs were taken out.
My eyes were taken out and new ones put in.
You were knocked out?
No.
You can't take your eyes out. That's not a thing.
Pistol.
Hold on. Did they slice off like a part of your eye and then put it
It's
back
a very small incision, and they take your eye out,
I hang on, I'll be sick.
and then they put the new lens and all back in after they've rolled it out. It comes all rolled up.
So you're essentially got a permanent contact lens over the front of your eye?
No, in the eye.
And okay, that's worse.
The lenses are in the eye.
Do you remember whenever contact lenses first became the thing? And in more recent times, it's become like a bit of a horror story of people falling asleep with them in and them leading to infections and stuff like that.
I can't even put eye drops.
I used to be contact lenses, and then the lens would come off your eye, and you'd find it way up and behind your eye.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be
Try and
sick.
work it round.
But I used to have.
Then you couldn't get it out, and they give you like a wee thing. Do you know a plunger that you'd use in the bog? Right? They'd give you like a wee tiny one that you're meant to put on the eye and try and suck it.
But I never had any problem with contact lenses until a couple of nights I fell asleep with them in, and then as soon as I put them in, within 20 minutes, my eye would be really dry and irritated. And there's somebody I know who did fall asleep similar a few nights with them in, and now under doctor's orders can no longer for the rest of their life wear contact lenses. But
were they hard or soft?
Well, they were hard, and mine, the ones I always wore were hard, simply because I tried to transition to the soft ones and I could not manage them, because as soon as you took them out, they would like fold up. And also, whenever you came to take the hard ones out, at least you could feel something that you could like pop out. Whereas with soft,
you used to have to pull the side of your eye and
I can't do this. I can't do this.
To get it to fly out.
No, I couldn't. The soft ones, I put the soft ones in once and could not get them out. I had to get a nurse to take them out.
I can't even put I can't even put eye drops in my eye. I can't even put my finger near my eye. Never mind thinking of putting a plastic sheet in my eyelid.
Here's one, and I really don't mind mentioning. No. I'm going to say this, and I do not mind mentioning the name. If you want to leave it in or take it out, Pistol, that's your discretion from legal perspectives. But I would have always gone to quite an expensive optician, and then decided one time to cut corners, and I went to right. Which I go to every time, yeah. And to this day, I would describe as like the McDonald's fast food of eye care. Whereas when you go to a proper optician, which you pay for, you're in there for about an hour, and there's a bit of love and care and attention to detail. Whereas it's almost like they're, do you want cheese on that? You want pickles? They're not even looking at you, right? So I ordered some contact lenses, and I noticed that there was a bit of irritation. And,
disposables?
No, hard ones that you would permanently wear. And I noticed there was a wee bit of irritation, but I thought nothing of it. And then I started to get like redness and a bit of an eye infection, and still persisted with wearing the contact lenses. And ultimately, I had to go to the Ulster Eye Clinic. I had a full-blown eye infection, which required me to stop wearing contact lenses for, I think it was about 6 months. They had put the wrong prescription in both contact lenses.
Big claim.
You know what they did? They offered me 25% off my next eye check.
Oh, very good.
I'll be honest with you. Like, see, when you're young and you're sporty and you're a wee bit self-conscious. Like, I was into the contact lenses, but the older you get, like, I now don't mind just sticking on a pair of glasses. It's less hassle.
Did you think the contact lens scenario was more sexy to the other sex? Do you think they had maybe more of a? Do you think that they thought, were sexier looking? Or do you think the glasses thing was sexier looking?
Lenses.
No, I know the point.
They go like, hey, he wears
no.
sexy.
I know the point he's making, but I wasn't prepared for you to say sexy to the other sex. No. I know what you mean. When you're like at high school, and yeah, the other like you're trying to play football, and the other fellas are teasing you, and it's not cool to work out.
Specky, and you get the specky business, don't you?
Specky,
Yeah.
and that's just from the teachers.
Yeah.
And and
Milk
the,
bottle eyes is another one.
milk
Hey,
bottle
milk bottle
eyes.
eyes.
Div kid.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I was lucky because I only started wearing glasses when I was about 19, 20, 10 years ago, basically. So I didn't go through school, but I would just think glasses are more of an accessory. That glasses make you look better.
But here's
So you have,
I always wear sunglasses, right? Now, the reason I wear sunglasses quite a bit is because since the two eyes have been done, everything is very bright. So I everything is very bright to me. So I wear sunglasses because of the brightness. But you know, like Pistol, say for your example, did you think your woman finds you sexy because of the glasses? Is it nice? Or do you think you look sexier without the glasses?
No. Glasses on.
Oh,
Oh,
is it like
Because
glasses on, glasses off?
because glasses just add something extra to look at instead of
Sexiness.
just sitting there with a plain face.
but I'm gonna say something, right?
Now let me just hold on. Let me just
I mean, not it.
sexy.
Oh,
Not sexy.
But you actually look more
Sexy.
You look more intelligent with that. More.
But hang on,
Do you not think I look like a teacher?
You look a bit cross-eyed.
Sexy.
hang on.
Sexy?
But see, when you're wearing those glasses, are you not now wearing double glasses?
No.
I get your.
But with your eyes, your
No.
lenses.
I'm just saying, just sexy.
But
No, I'm sexy.
But to touch on something you said, Peter, which is more recently, I say more, it's not really recently anymore. There was the whole Harry Potter thing, which changed the perception of wearing glasses. And then I remember being in the opticians one day and I'm saying to me, you have no idea the amount of people we have coming in to just buy frames with no lens in it because they want that glasses look. And I find a girl wearing glasses very, no. Like if I saw a girl wearing glasses, I would find her like
Sexy.
oh no sexy.
It keeps sexy.
but also like it's that sort of secretary look. She's almost more approachable.
Perv. Sexy.
Perv. Well, if I'm wearing glasses too, how am I a perv?
Sexy.
Anyway.
You find her sexy. That's secretary look. Now, that's very sexist. What's
I'm
the
just
secretary
saying.
look?
No. What I'm saying.
Not all secretaries wear glasses.
I think everybody knows what I'm trying to say there. But I also think like there's a vulnerability with wearing glasses that makes you more approachable, and there you go. But you know what I would say? There was a thing with maybe just my mum's an absolute fucking Fruit Loop, but there was a thing with parents where. Do you remember, and maybe it is still a thing to the day, where when a young child goes to get their eyes checked and they require glasses, there's almost a disappointment or a sadness?
But you see, when those young children who go to get the glasses right, and they're maybe prescribed NHS glasses back in the day, and there were big thick rims and big thick frames, and you look like a nut, and that's why. People didn't. Our glasses weren't sexy in those days, but now fashion has come along and it's now sexy. That's why I keep a pair handy, just to be handy.
We're talking about bullying in school, and you're like, and you look like a nut.
But also, I love the fact that I'm Pistol. I'm sure you're the same. If I take these off, I can see absolutely nothing. Whereas he keeps a pair on just in case.
You never know. You never know who comes to the door. Hello.
What are you, like fucking Clark Kent and Superman? Hold on. Have you ever had anybody come to the door? You've put the glasses on and they've said, "Excuse me, is Paul in?"
Do you put the dressing gown on last? Make sure the glasses are on. Never mind the clothes. No, I think now it is though. Not to use the word nerdy, but it's cool to look nerdy now.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's cool to have those. Yeah.
Glasses are in fashion. Glasses are fashionable. And especially those, you can get those ones that have reactive lenses, and they're like
Even
sunglasses as well. And they react.
yes, but even like
Very cool.
there was a time when the trendiness was to have very subtle glasses. Whereas I'm just realizing, like you and me, Peter, our glasses are overtly big and thick and in your face.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and do you know what? There is a line because see some of the glasses you see in the shelf, you think who is going to wear something like that? But honestly, like the thicker the better.
That's what she said.
But you see people walking about and they've got big. I can't do big thick frames.
Yeah.
You use them, Pistol, do you use them as a fashion statement?
No. Well, I'm lucky where it's not kind of distance with me. I'm angled. Is it something? Stigmatism.
All right.
So I can.
You can have that fixed by laser.
I don't want that though. I want the glasses to be part of me.
Oh.
But you know what, Peter?
Because
can I say something?
You have a relationship.
like I say, without glasses.
Oh my God.
This is what I was going to say. When you put those on, it gives you definition and character and eyebrows.
Yes, eyebrows.
And if you look closely, there's a wee fake moustache on them as well.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Potato Man.
Very good.
Well, you see these two eyes here, right? These are two different eyes. One of them's for distance and one of them's for close up. Okay.
Okay.
And when they were both fitted, my brain couldn't focus or work it all out because, and the guy, the surgeon did actually tell me, it'll take a while for your brain to work this out. And I'd have been trying to reach for something and miss it because I thought it was closer than it was. But it all goes on your dominance, right? And the funny thing is that most of us are right-handed, me being one of them. But my left eye is the dominant eye, which is strange for somebody right-handed. Yeah. So the left eye is the one for distance, and the right eye is the one close up. And but now the brain has obviously worked it out where everything is, and it has threw me up onto like 20/20 vision. So, but luckily enough, well, I was unlucky. That mine was quite a complicated job that I couldn't be anesthetized with drops. My partner at the time, God rest her, she was able to have hers done, but she just had drops. And I thought, this is great. She talked me into it. Oh, it's only drops and away you go. So of course away I went, and then after all the tests and all the procedures, no, I couldn't have drops because mine was more of a complicated issue. So I had to have injections in the eye. 2 injections.
For God's sake.
2 right into the eye to anesthetize it, just right in both sides of the eye. And I could feel this needle right down into the side of my eye. And then they clamp it open, right?
No.
They clamp it open like this. Pistol. Look, Pistol.
I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see. No.
They clamp it open like that, right? As far as it goes, and then take the eye and do the business.
But also, based on
like a boiled egg, Pistol.
Oh, what's in your eye at the minute? Is there?
Guys.
But what's in your eye at the minute? Is there a certain amount of time where that needs redone or changed or cleaned or?
Well, a couple of years ago, I was getting floaters. And this is part of the package, right?
What about your eyes?
You get the guarantee. So I went back and had the floaters zapped with the laser. It was just like wee bits had broke off. Wee bits of stuff had broke off. And they were zapped. Now, it was only like 12 or 14 seconds. Well, and that was drops. But see, coming up the road, jeepers, did I smell burning? A bit like your spotlight tonight.
I was waiting to say that.
Oh, Jesus.
Touch wood, no damage since that.
Okay.
You want to see it hanging out, Pistol, on the on the optical nerve?
I have never, ever heard of that in my life.
It's unreal.
I've never heard of it.
It's unreal. See when he's moving the eye and all around like that, you're looking like a way up in the sky, and even though you're not doing it.
Hang on, you're not asleep?
No.
Oh my God!
I'm not. You get 2 injections in your eye, and it turns around. You can see yourself. Oh, you look. You want to see when he turns
For
around
God's sake.
and you look at yourself.
No, that's a lie.
You can
That's
see
a
yourself
lie.
like in a mirror.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
I would have constant nightmares about that if I experienced that. You're already worrying
Do
me.
you know those glasses with the two eyeballs on the spring?
Yeah.
That's what you're like. And if you shake your head too much, they go, you know, the way the spring would fly out.
No.
See, what I would want to see is the likes of, hey, I'm downtown's Polo, or here at the Belfast Eye Clinic, and I'm going to talk you through this procedure. I would like a commercial on TV, an endorsement where you get a free operation.
See, I should have really, during that particular time, I should have been mentioning all that.
Yeah.
But it was actually City Beat at the time. So I should have been, you know, hey. But excuse the pun, I haven't looked back.
Oh God!
Now there's the pun for you.
That's the end of the episode where I'm not going to sleep at all. And sorry for anyone who's actually eating or drinking or doing anything.
Think of that person. You
after
just think
listening
of
to
2 boiled eggs.
I can't believe this is the takeaway from Bruce Springsteen in Belfast.
I mentioned the Northern Lights, and you speak about 10 seconds of the Northern Lights, and we've spent this amount of time talking about your eyes coming out of their sockets. On that note,
Oh, here,
like
come
and
on,
subscribe.
before
If
we
anyone,
go, why were we not on last week, Pistol? Come on, bring that up. People were asking why we weren't on.
Sorry, we should say this too. At Springsteen, there was an overwhelming response of good feedback relating to this podcast.
Oh yeah.
are you sure they got the right one?
Yeah, listen, and people in the industry, those that might be the first to critique, so funny, guys. I can't go near food or drink when I'm listening. Oh, you guys, you're onto something there. Stick with it.
Well, hopefully we've put them off boiled eggs. And why were we not on last week, Pistol? You were too busy.
Let's be honest. We're 3 professional, busy. Well, we're 3 busy people.
Right, you were going to say DJs there, and then
I was
you
going to
held
say
back on
professional
that.
teachers.
Yeah, you
but I
held back on that.
Yeah. So things get in the way sometimes. But, and if anyone is still listening to this point, like and subscribe, please. Because I mean, let's be honest. We need followers.
We do.
We do. We have listeners and all, but we would like you to hit the follow button, and because anything that I listen to, I rarely follow. So I am speaking to not the converted, but what's the phrase I'm looking for?
Do you know what it is? I always feel like in the back of my mind, you're going to be hounded by spam, but that's not going to happen.
How do you know?
What's that?
I was waiting for Peter to jump in and go, no, I can assure you that won't happen. But Peter looked like that might happen. But who are these nuts to think the world's flat?
Well, I disowned him. Finally, disowned him because he just couldn't.
Did he fall off?
He just didn't comprehend it. He couldn't comprehend it. I said, so how do you go for a cruise then? I just...
Was this
I love how
surrounded by nuts. Honest to God.
I love how that's the proof. How do you go on a cruise?
Surrounded by delusional nuts. My younger day. Have you ever been out with a nut, Pistol?
I think we all have.
This industry seems to have a few of them.
I think we'll leave the conspiracies for another episode. See you next week.
Bye.
Live in the Vida Loca.